If you're considering a plug-in hybrid SUV right now, stop. These 13 hybrids promise efficiency, but deliver battery failures, depreciation disasters, and repair bills that obliterate budgets. Dealers are refusing trade-ins. Owners are trapped with replacement costs that exceed the vehicle value. Losses of £15,000 to £22,000 in just 3 years. We tracked 13 specific plug-in hybrid models now collapsing in value across the UK. This is the list you must see before signing anything. Number 1. The Audi Q8 TFSIE, £90,000. That is what you hand over for Audi's flagship plug-in hybrid SUV. Within 3 years, between 55 and 62% of it is gone. On a fully optioned example, that is over £45,000 evaporating from your driveway. Not gradually, but sharply, driven in part by the wave of fleet lease returns flooding the used market at the same time. You are not competing with one motivated private seller. You are competing with hundreds of nearly new examples, all priced to move quickly. Insurance Group 55+ means annual premiums between £3,200 and £4,500. Post-warranty battery replacement, a job independent garages are frequently refusing to take on, runs £7,000 to £11,000. Dealers know it. That is why they are declining trade-ins and owners are stuck. Number 2. The Lexus NX 450h+, 50 to 57% depreciation over 3 years. Not because the build quality is poor, it is not, but because the used market for a £45,000 Lexus plug-in hybrid in the UK is extremely thin. Fewer buyers means weaker offers. Lexus dealer, only servicing at £150 to £180 per hour, closes the door on independent buyers who might otherwise see value here. Battery failures after the warranty run £6,000 to £9,500. Private buyers who might consider a used NX are choosing the Toyota RAV4 hybrid instead. Similar technology, a far larger dealer network, and roughly half the price. They are making the rational choice. The problem is not the Lexus. The problem is who is left to buy it once you are done with it. Number 3. The BMW X2 XDrive 25e, entry-level plug-in hybrid. Entry-level price, maximum financial pain. The X2 XDrive 25e loses 54 to 60% in 3 years, materially worse than the residuals on a standard petrol X2. On a finance agreement, that gap becomes a hard number at year 3. The average shortfall between the car's actual market value and what remains outstanding on the agreement is £9,000 to £13,000. That is the figure the finance provider will ask you to settle if you want to exit early. Battery failures out of warranty run £5,500 to £8,500. Insurance Group 33 to 39, £1,100 to £1,600 per year. The entry price does not buy you entry-level risk. Still with us? Good. Subscribe and hit the bell now. We publish weekly videos tracking exactly which cars are losing value before the market figures it out. One video could save you thousands. Keep watching. Number 4. The Cupra Formentor e-hybrid. There are 6 confirmed UK recalls from the Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency, significant for a model that has only been on sale since 2020. The most serious involved a fire risk caused by a faulty fuse within the plug-in hybrid system. Other recalls covered rear wheel support failures and incorrectly fitted heat shields that damaged brake fluid reservoirs. A fire risk recall on a high-voltage vehicle is the kind of notification that makes used buyers hesitate. And when used buyers hesitate, prices fall. Cupra ranked below segment average in 2025 owner reliability surveys. Post-warranty battery faults run £2,500 to £4,000. Depreciation ranges from 45 to 55% in 3 years. Insurance Group is 32 to 38, which equates to £1,000 to £1,500 per year. The styling is arresting. The total cost of ownership is not. Number 5. The Mazda CX60 plug-in hybrid. Mazda's reliability reputation is one of the strongest in the industry, built over decades. That reputation will not save the resale value of the CX60 plug-in hybrid. The car loses 50 to 56% in 3 years. The official WLTP electric range is 39 miles. Real-world figures from independent UK long-term tests put actual range at 30 to 37 miles, and as low as 21 to 25 miles in winter. Beyond the range shortfall, transmission shudder complaints are widespread on UK owner forums and confirmed in long-term press tests. The transition between the petrol engine and the electric motor can be abrupt, and in some cases persistent under repeated use. Insurance group 40 to 46, £1,400 to £2,000 per year. The diesel CX60 remains a strong ownership proposition. The plug-in hybrid is the version to avoid. Number 6. The Mercedes GLE 350DE. Big badge, even bigger loss. The GLE 350D, the diesel plug-in hybrid, loses 54 to 60% over 3 years. On a fully optioned example, north of £80,000 at purchase, that is over £30,000 in absolute depreciation. The battery mounted under the boot floor removes 140 litres of luggage space compared to the standard diesel GLE, roughly the volume of a large travel case. It also eliminates the 7-seat option entirely. If you want a plug-in hybrid GLE, you cannot have a third row. 7-seat buyers choosing the plug-in hybrid are choosing a car that cannot do what they bought a GLE to do. Insurance group 50 plus, £2,400 to £3,200 per year. Out of warranty plug-in hybrid repairs run £5,000 to £9,000. All of that work goes through a Mercedes dealer, at dealer rates, with no competitive alternative. Number 7. The Alfa Romeo Tonale PHEV. Stellantis reliability rankings in the UK have consistently placed Alfa Romeo at the bottom tier of mainstream brands. Consumer Reports in the United States predicts the Tonale will perform below average for reliability based on brand history and early ownership data. That filters into the UK used market as suppressed confidence, and suppressed confidence drives down offers. The Tonale loses 55 to 62% in 3 years. Early plug-in hybrid models were subject to a recall for improperly tightened high-voltage cable connections, a fire risk affecting 2023 and 2024 model year vehicles. Electrical faults after the warranty run £2,000 to £4,000. Dealer network is thin across the UK, with repair waits of 6 to 8 weeks reported. Insurance group 33 to 39. Insurance costs £1,100 to £1,600 per year. The Tonale looks exceptional. Every other number attached to it does not. Number 8. The Porsche Cayenne e-hybrid. £80,000 to start. Insurance group 55 plus, £3,500 to £5,000 per year in premiums alone. Porsche authorised servicing runs at £200 per hour minimum, and there is no credible independent alternative for complex plug-in hybrid diagnostics. Battery replacement after warranty is £10,000 to £16,000. Even the Porsche badge cannot hold residual value against that cost stack in a used plug-in hybrid market that is currently saturated with return fleet vehicles and nearly new examples. The Cayenne e-hybrid loses 48 to 54% in 3 years. At this price point, owners are absorbing depreciation losses large enough to buy a reasonable second car outright. The performance is genuinely impressive. The depreciation hit is equally real, and it arrives on a fixed schedule regardless of how rarely you need the workshop. Number 9. The Skoda Kodiaq Phase 4. The Kodiaq is bought primarily for 7 seats. The plug-in hybrid version cannot have 7 seats. The battery takes up the space where the third row would sit, and Skoda does not offer a 7-seat configuration on the IV, confirmed by car buyer Auto Express, and Skoda's own UK product information. Buyers attracted by the Kodiaq's family credentials discover this at the configuration stage, not in the brochure. That alone eliminates a significant portion of the car's natural buyer pool. A fleet oversupply of returned plug-in hybrid Kodiaq models is compressing used values across the UK. Depreciation is 52 to 58%, far worse than the diesel Kodiaq, which holds value better, costs less to maintain, and delivers all 7 seats. Insurance group is 32 to 38, which means £1,000 to £1,500 per year. Number 10. The Volvo XC40 T5 Recharge PHEV. 55 to 61% depreciation in 3 years, worse than the mild hybrid equivalent and significantly worse than the standard petrol XC40. Battery thermal system failures have been reported at over £8,000 to resolve post-warranty, based on owner-reported costs and the complexity of the car's thermal management architecture. Real-world electric range sits at 22 to 27 miles under normal UK driving conditions, and it is less in cold weather. For a plug-in hybrid to deliver meaningful savings over a conventional hybrid, you need daily charging and consistent electric mileage. At 22 to 27 miles of usable range, anyone not plugging in every night is carrying the weight and mechanical complexity of a plug-in hybrid system while running predominantly on petrol, the cost without the benefit. Insurance group, 36 to 42, £1,300 to £1,900 per year. Number 11. The Volkswagen Touareg e-hybrid. Flagship positioning within the Volkswagen range means nothing to the used market. The Touareg e-hybrid loses 52 to 58% of its value in 3 years, driven largely by fleet returns arriving in volume at predictable intervals, creating a supply glut that private sellers simply cannot price against. When corporate fleets return hundreds of nearly new examples within the same quarter, the market adjusts downward. You adjust with it. Plug-in hybrid system failures out of warranty run £4,000 to £7,000. Insurance group 50 plus, £2,200 to £3,000 per year. Volkswagen's premium image in the UK does not translate into premium resale performance when used stock is this deep and this consistent. The Touareg commands attention, but it commands considerably less at the point of sale. Number 12. The Seat e-hybrid. Seat's UK market share has been declining through 2025 and into 2026. Fewer new cars sold means a smaller used buyer base, which means weaker competition for your car when you list it, and longer time sitting on the forecourt. The Ateca e-hybrid loses 53 to 59% in 3 years. DSSG gearbox failures after warranty cost £2,500 to £3,800, and this failure pattern is documented across Volkswagen Group plug-in hybrid vehicles that share the same transmission. Dealers in 2026 are offering near-zero trade-in values on returning Ateca plug-in hybrids, not because the car is mechanically irredeemable, but because they cannot move used plug-in hybrid stock at any price that makes sense. Insurance group, 28 to 34, £900 to £1,300 per year. One car left, and it may surprise you most. Before we reveal it, subscribe if you have not yet. Share this video with anyone buying a hybrid SUV right now. You could save them £20,000. Here is the last one. The DS4 is not an SUV. It is a premium compact, competing with the Audi A3, BMW 1 Series, and Mercedes A-Class. We include it because buyers in the £35,000 to £40,000 plug-in hybrid bracket regularly cross-shop it against the compact SUVs on this list, drawn in by the badge and interior quality. DS was absent from the 2024 Driver Power Reliability Survey entirely, a significant gap when you are asking buyers to commit £35,000 to a brand. Where Stellantis platform siblings have appeared in reliability data, the picture is not positive. The DS4 E-Tense loses 55 to 62% of its value in 3 years, and used buyers are avoiding the DS brand specifically. The suppressed demand is the market's own verdict on long-term ownership confidence. Insurance group 35 to 41, £1,100 to £1,600 per year. At this money, a certified used Audi A3 TFSIE, BMW 225xe, or Mercedes A250e holds its value better, carries a larger dealer network, and can be serviced competitively. the DS4 cannot offer any of those things. Avoid the long-term risk. Here is what every one of these 13 vehicles has in common: a battery you cannot easily replace, a used market with more supply than demand, and a gap between what the manufacturer charges to fix a fault and what an independent garage is willing to take on. Those three factors operating together are the real story behind every figure in this list. The losses are not coincidence, not random. They are the structural consequence of buying complex technology that depreciates faster than the warranty protecting it. Before you sign anything on a plug-in hybrid, do three things. Pull the current used listings for the exact model and calculate the 3-year value drop yourself. Look up the out-of-warranty battery replacement cost from a dealer or specialist. Do not rely on a general estimate. Get the actual figure. Then compare those two numbers. The gap between them is your real financial exposure. For every vehicle on this list, that gap is large enough to matter, and the only question is whether you know it before you sign or after.